I'm on my way to work, and I get a message from somebody in Georgia saying there are 3 chained dogs living outside, and the owner doesn't provide dog houses, food, or shelter. And I say, first thing, why don't you call animal control? Why don't you call Department of Agriculture? There is no animal control in that town. I don't really know what to do, but it pisses me off. I gotta go into work, but I gotta do something. Yesterday was 4 days since I got that message about the chained dogs. I think they're willing to surrender 2. There's a question about the 3rd, but we'll get them. And I posted on Facebook, and I just pleaded to my friends and anyone in the rescue world who is willing to help me find a rescue that has available fosters and the possibility to raise funds to vet these dogs and get them out. We just gotta get boots on the ground and connect the dots, but we will save these dogs. And I will make sure we take the chains. We're not leaving those chains behind.
Let's talk a little bit about you right here in the south of Georgia. How did you get involved, particularly into dog rescue?
In the south, most of the time you see a lot of dogs side of the road. And I'd take around dog food in the truck. And if I seen a stray dog, I didn't know how to pick him up and rescue at that time. It's been probably 4 years ago. I'd always pour out dog food. So, and as I kept doing that, just started picking them up side the road. And then I got to where I was keeping them. And here we are now rescuing them.
Mm-hmm. Overall, what is your opinion of the current state of the canine condition in Georgia?
It's horrible to me. And as people find out that I am a rescue now, it's even worse because, people call and don't even want their own dogs. Just want to put them out.
Kind of like an owner surrender situation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're just tired. We have people that call us that has had a dog for 8 years. And they just, don't want it anymore. And then when you take the dog and help them get it fostered, at Christmas time, you'll see them with a puppy.
So I guess I'll have to bring 2 dogs from Georgia to my house. Just kidding.
Foster.
Okay. Let's get some donation food for the rescue dogs this way.
If we don't help, then they won't make it. And I always tell them, put dog food in your car. If you can't do nothing but feed that dog, maybe somebody will pass it, they can pick it up. But you try to encourage, but most people won't.
Yeah, so grain-free large breed formula has, let's see the ingredients. First ingredient is turkey. Turkey meal, garbanzo beans, lentils, peas, potatoes, pea flour, chicken, fat. That's pretty good. When you find a lot of these strays, are they in good condition?
No, most of them are not. Every now and then you get one that's pretty good, but most of them are skinny, full of worms, full of heartworms, haven't been spayed, haven't been neutered, no shots. They just out there. A lot of times you see dogs laying out there just either burning up hot, tied to a tree, no water, or freezing to death, and ice all over them. And it's like the people in the house and they don't see them. And these are their pets. I guess I would say here in the South, people don't treat them like pets or even a part of the family. They're like livestock, like cows and stuff in the pasture that they just don't really take care of. They just, use them up. And when they're not cute and cuddly anymore, or when they're tired of them and they're big dogs, they get annoying, or I want to go on vacation and I don't want this dog anymore, just put it aside the road. They'll take them to the dirt roads and just dump them.
I think it's a county-wide, city-wide, and a statewide problem. I don't think we have enough support from our small county governments on up through the state. If we could have some laws implemented and held, I think that we could make a little headway.
We've seen or heard a lot of people say that the owners sometimes get mad at other people trying to help their dogs. Mm-hmm. Have you encountered that?
I've almost been locked up for it before.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it gives some people with a certain type of mentality the feeling of power, when in fact it really diminishes their demeanor. They're seeking for something they can't find somewhere else, so they take something like a dog and they impose that on them.
When I tell people that I rescue dogs, they are so negative about it. Nobody really talks about it. It's that bad. Or you can drive down the road and see a dog that has Demodex mange so bad that he can barely walk, no hair on him, looks like he's got elephant skin almost. And everybody that drives down that highway will drive right past that dog. But When you talk to somebody about it, they're like, oh, that just happens. It's just the way life is. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, these dogs are completely helpless without us. Like, if we don't help them, who's gonna help them?
If people would have more compassion for our strays and our unloved dogs, then more people will come together and help and be in unity, and work together to help solve the problem where we're at, because we're a small county, but if we would come together right here in Ellaville, then that could bleed over into other counties, Montezuma, Americas. People would just like see our love, see our streets, see our dogs, and then they would say, we want to do what they're doing.
People love puppies. They adore litters of puppies. But if you're gonna go sit in the Walmart parking lot and give away half pit bull puppies, they're gonna go straight to a fighting ring. And people don't think about that. They just think about the here and now. Oh, our dog's pregnant, she's gonna have puppies in a couple of weeks. That's not cute to me.
Do you think that people don't spay and neuter because they don't have the funds or because they just don't care?
If you don't have the money to spay or neuter your dog, you don't have the money to properly take care of it.
What's missing is the public community involvement. We have some, and I don't expect to have everybody come on board, but I'd like to have a lot more people become familiar with what we're doing and be a little more willing to participate and a little more sensitive to the needs that we have here.
You're willing to let other rescues help you get those dogs homes. It's not about you doing the adoption personally or you having to get the home for the dog, correct? Tell us why you do that.
We reach out to other rescues because it's not about the money to us. It's about helping the dogs. And if other rescues will help us, then we can help more dogs, because we're in a small town and we don't get a lot of publicity here. But if other rescues will reach out to us, then it puts us out there.
Jake and Buddy both had heartworms and intestinal parasites, hookworms, which can be deadly. They're both doing very well after being here and being dewormed and started on treatments.
Okay. And I don't know the laws here really well, so there's no anti-tethering laws?
No, there's a lady working on trying to do something about that.
Well, I'm glad we got these boys to safety.
We saved two.
Right? Thank you
save them
so
all.
much. I know, we're trying,
Thank you for
right?
what you're
But
doing.
I really appreciate everything.
Share with us when you rescue a dog, what that entails for your rescue until you see that dog go to a new home.
The first thing we see is starving. So immediately we have to start figuring out where we're going to get the money to vet the dog, and we get dogs that get hit by cars. People don't even care. They just hit them and keep driving. Now we got x-rays, we got a vet bill, we got antibiotics. It's really hard to get our dogs vetted. And somebody told me one time, you need to put blinders on. And I'm like, blinders? Yeah, you don't need to look beside the road. I said, no, you need to take your blinders off and help us.
When I look at the records that we keep and the notebooks that we keep, and you count back and you think since last year we've saved 300 dogs. So yes, we make strides, we do.
Yeah.
That's what keeps us going.
Do you like what your grandma and your auntie are doing to help rescue dogs?
Yes, because I feel like it's better for the dogs and better for the earth because dogs are part of the earth.
Hi, everybody. Look who I've got here. We're in Americus, Georgia. We picked them up at the vet. Mwah! No more chained life for these babies.
Tell me why it's important for you to make sure you socialize them properly when you adopt them out.
Well, I'm assuring that dog, when it gets into its adopted home, that it's going to be what that family's looking for, then they'll keep it. And they'll love it, and they won't tie it to a tree and stick it in a pen. So that's my goal, is to make sure that this dog has manners. It's got a better chance of keeping its home.
I've seen it firsthand with my own dog that was lucky enough to have fostered by your rescue. You're training the dog. You have a special gift for handling dogs.
I love them, but I teach them. We have to listen, we have to mind, in hopes that when they get there, they do everything that we've done so that they'll keep them. Because if they mess up, in a shelter, they'll go again.
Mm-hmm. What does the love of your dogs mean to you?
I cannot imagine life without my dogs. I have them ranging in age from 6 months to 11 years, and anywhere in between, 80 pounds to 20 pounds, and each dog is individual, and If we didn't have the dogs in our life, I think it would be a mighty poor life.
I mean, I love my dogs to death. They're like my family members. My mom calls them my sisters. And they're aggravating like sisters sometimes. But there's this one dog, and her name was Pooh Bear, and she was my absolute heart. I mean, she was my mom's heart, she was my heart. She wasn't a dog. She was my sister.
Do you think that even if people are not working with animals when they're older, that they could still help animals?
Yes, I think any age you can help an animal because animals are part of your life too.
No, take off the leash once he's in there. Okay, buddy.
Let's check on his
You can jump up there. Don't worry. Good job, buddy. Come on, baby. He's okay, Papa. Look at this guy trying to get up. Open a little. Yeah, take off the leash. Okay. We're gonna ride here and it's gonna be fun and we're gonna take breaks and we're gonna go out and walk. It's gonna be fun. You're okay, Puppy. Good job. Good job.
All right, we are ready to hit the road to Arizona with Jake and Buddy.
Go Canine Condition.
This is exciting.
You did it.
I don't know where to go, and I don't know where to turn to. I know at least that I got you. And when I'm feeling sad and lonely, and I need someone